Hello everyone, welcome to the performance test for the Indy Speed Control plug-and-play battery pack for the XRV. First, we're gonna go with the speed test. Now, I'm gonna watch the video with you. I am riding the stock XR pack here. This test was done in summer, so this is warm temperature. This should be optimal performance. And as you can see, when I hit 34 kilometers an hour, I get 86% duty cycle warnings. 36 kilometers an hour is actually pushing it. Now, there's a difference between this speed run and the speed run I did when I first installed the kit, and I actually got better performance when I first installed it because the battery was newer. I have ridden about 1,000 or so miles on this pack with the XRV kit, and the battery has now degraded a lot. It had like 6,000 miles on it. Second speed test, I'm hitting 35 kilometers an hour, and I'm getting 86% duty cycle warnings. And so yeah, that I would consider that the top speed. This is about 21 miles an hour. You don't want to ride these top speeds with this kind of duty cycle because you're very nearing the top end. You could fall at any time. It's not safe. I think the stock pack is, safe to ride at 20 miles an hour top, and anything other than that is asking for trouble. Well, we're gonna do the same circuit that we did with the X7 and the ADV using the Indy Speed Control pack. As you can see, I'm hitting 30 kilometers an hour with 50, maybe 60% duty cycle. That's pretty cool. Then we get to 20 miles an hour, which is 32, and we get 60% duty cycle, which is basically you have all the headroom available still. Now I'm gonna push it here a little bit, and as you can see, I hit 33, maybe 34 kilometers an hour, and we're pushing 70% duty cycle, maybe 36. Now this test, unlike the other one, was done in winter, so this is not optimal performance. This is a cold day. We have like 60, maybe 55 Fahrenheit degrees days here, so the pack should struggle more with such cold temperatures. Now, as you can see now, I'm gonna hit 42, maybe 43 kilometers an hour, which is a little bit over 25 miles an hour, maybe 26 miles an hour. And this is basically GTS performance. You're gonna get pushback and GTS speeds at 80% duty cycle if you are around my weight. If you weigh more than me, you're gonna get less top speed because the motor is gonna strain a little bit more. And if you're lighter, you're gonna go much faster than that. But yeah, for me, GTS speeds for $1,100 because Indy dropped the price. It's a very good deal. So yeah, let's move on to the uphill testing. Okay, for the uphill test, you may remember this little hill from the XRV review. I'm gonna try it again, but this time with data. So I'm gonna watch it with you. Here I go. I'm gonna go up, and as you can see, duty cycle, it's about 50, maybe 40% max. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, you can pretty much climb the same hills with 50% duty cycle. Now let's compare it with the Indy Speed Pack. This is on winter performance. I can go a little bit faster, I think, and duty cycle top maybe was 38, 35%. So yeah, as you can see, it has less strain, but yeah, both can clear out pretty easily. So let's move on to the next hill test. Okay, so this is one of the biggest hills that I found. We're gonna see the data live. I'm gonna go up. This is with the stock pack. As you can see, I have about half battery. Duty cycle is around 60% to 70%. Now it's staying steady at 60. And my top speed going up is at around 18 kilometers an hour. I don't feel confident going further. As you can see, I have some spikes of 70% duty cycle. So yeah, maybe 18 kilometers an hour is the top speed going uphill. That's about it. This again was a warm day, so this should be optimal performance with the stock pack. Now this is a winter test with the ISC pack, and as you can see, I'm blasting uphill. I'm going 22 kilometers an hour. I think I accelerate even further, 22. And as you can see, yeah, I'm hitting the same maybe peaks of 75% duty cycle, but I even blasted up to 27 kilometers an hour. So I feel more confident going uphill even faster. So at the same speed that I use with the stock pack, I'm obviously much more comfortable. Now for the second hill, this is another one, and this is a little more strenuous on the motor. Let's go with stock pack first. As you can see, motor currents are topping 40 amps, and I'm going maybe 10, 13 kilometers an hour. I'm going that fast, and duty cycles are rounding the 60% values. So yeah, this is just, I mean, this is not something that you know in your head when you're riding. You don't know where the duty cycle is exactly, but the board gives you the feel of the confidence. Your confidence level only goes as much as the board inspires you to go. So yeah, this is as comfortable as I felt going uphill. And now we're gonna check out the same street with the ISC pack. So here I go, I get on the board, I'm testing the sensor, everything looks fine. Tires the same, pressure's the same, but temperature is not the same. This is a cold day. So I am blasting uphill. Let's go 18 kilometers an hour. Remember the last one, I was barely hitting 16. Now I'm going 22, 23. Duty cycle stays below 70%. So that means I still have some more room, you know, to push. I drop here, that's okay. And I push it here to 12. I didn't mean to go up that much. Okay, so we're gonna go downhill again, and as you can see, downhill performance is, you know, just as good. I can go 22 kilometers an hour. Duty cycle is pretty low, 40, 45%. Not that going downhill is something you want to do often or whatever, but now we're gonna blast uphill using the street alone. And you can see speed, I'm pushing 20. Duty cycle stays below 70%, 22, 22, 23. I think the last hill I went faster, like 25, 24. So yeah, going uphill, this board is pretty good. I even bunked here, and these are my reactions after that hill.
And that is with cold weather, dude. This is fucking amazing. Holy shit. Man, this is a good pack.
Hello everyone, I'm here at the park. We're gonna test the Indy speed control battery. I am here with Julian and Daniela. Hola. And we're gonna test the battery on trails. Now hopefully we'll see how much the battery lasts, and instead of telling you about the performance of the battery pack, I'm just gonna show it to you. So yeah, it's kind of late, so let's get this done. Batería 100. Okay, so here I am riding in the trail. We are just getting started. I have overlaid the data for you to check. As you can see, duty cycle doesn't even hit 50%. Here is me just, you know, dropping some roots. It feels smooth as heck, to be honest. I have a lot of power. Now I'm here speeding up to see how much I can go, and as you can see, the board remains stable. This is probably just VESC, but I have a lot of power available. Now my friend Daniela is gonna try the board with the pack, and I'm gonna tape her. As you can see, she feels very comfortable riding this board. She's a pint rider, so the bigger platform obviously falls nice for her. And she's a complete beginner. I mean, she has not ridden more than 1,000 kilometers, and she is ripping through trails like it's, I don't know, second nature. And as you can see, she is hitting some branches here, dropping some level, and she remains stable on it. Even her skill level, it's enough for this kind of trails and routes and stuff, and the board helps her a lot with the added power. You could basically call this pack a pay-to-win scenario. This is definitely gonna help you, you know, get better and reach farther places. Now here's Julian with the board. Julian is more of a speed chaser. I am chasing him with a stock XR, and as you can see, he is leaving me behind pretty fast. He's pushing that board uphill, up some routes. He's also a beginner. He also doesn't have more than 1,000 or 800 miles under his feet. So yeah, he just smoked me, and I'm just very far behind, so I had to catch up. Now you can see him, you know, from the front, and he's just, you know, dropping like that. He is bunking like it is second nature, because the board just has so much torque now that he can do that. Now here's us at a straightway, and I'm gonna try to push the board for speed under this kind of terrain. As you can see, I just get far away very fast, very easily. I get into, drag race position and I'm out. And well, this happened too.
Cuando está seco es mejor. Vamos, qué risa. No. No. ¿Qué pasó, Gabo?
I had fun.
That's how your board's supposed to look.
Now we're gonna try some of the tricks that are here. We have this little seesaw thingy going on. And as you can see, all the boards can pull it off. This is just us having fun. I tried this balance thingy, but I suck at it.
Yep, I'm not good at this shit.
And as you can see, the board performs very well. I can go up ramps, I can go each way, it doesn't matter, the board stays level, I have enough power. And if you can probably hit that with a bigger angle, that's probably because you have more skill than I do.
¡Voy a saltar! ¡Dale! ¡Joda! ¡Yeah! Yo quiero. Y te tira para el piso. ¡Yeah!
Now here we are at what is basically a pump track. I discovered later that my ATR settings were not correct. I was not using as much ATR as I should have, but even then the board, performed very well. I can go up, I can go down, it is all very smooth. I trust the board to take me up there and it just, gives me the torque that I need to go up. And it was very fun. Now I'm gonna try this super heel, and as you can see, my ATR was not set up correctly and my phone, had no battery left from recording all this stuff, so I couldn't adjust it. So I tried to find a different line just to check if it was a torque thing or it was a clearance thing. And as you can see, I'll go up, it was just a clearance thing. So yeah, if you set out your stuff correctly, this won't happen to you. Now here's another hill. Now this one was even harder because it had a lot of roots, a lot of branches that you had to bunk over. And as you can see, even going up, the board still has enough torque to just go up and step over anything that's in its way. Now overall, I feel very confident with this board going on trails. Comparing it to the stock battery, because I already had gone to this forest with the stock battery, I feel like I have a lot more power. Yes, the XRV kit and the stock battery itself is pretty good, but this just, I don't know how to explain it, but you can just bunk over anything without a worry in the world.
Mira, ¿cuánta batería crees que le queda a la patineta?
60.
Ok. ¿Y tú, Julián?
70.
70. Justo en el medio le queda 64.
Oh, no, aguanto mucho.
Wow, es un tanque.
Sí. Y la tuya le queda 15.
Ok, nos vamos.
So now that you've seen uphill, you've seen speed, you've seen trail, you've seen performance in range-wise when you go to trails. I mean, this board outlasted my knees. I was honestly just too tired to keep riding. Only 8 miles of riding and doing tricks and stuff like that and testing it was enough for me. I rode for like an hour and I still had 74% battery left. If you're looking for a light board that it's gonna rip trails, that it's gonna give you a lot of power and have the easiest install ever, this battery is for you. This upgrade is a must. Even if I wasn't sponsored, I would honestly buy it because I had an XRV with a stock battery. The battery was from 2018, I think. It was just dying and the range was pretty bad, but this pack has completely overhauled my one-wheel experience. I have a lot of range, and going to the trails, going into the city without ever thinking of charging or carrying the charger with me is just insane. So overall, I think this pack is a win for me. If you want your board to look like that, yeah, just get this pack. I want to thank my friends for helping me. And remember, if you want to buy this pack, you can use my code PortuGeek and you will get a discount. So this performance test was done during winter. I will probably have to redo the video in summer because most people worry about the battery overheating. But if you live in a place which is very cold and you wanted to know how this board will perform now in winter, well, this is it for you. So yeah, I guess I'll see you on the next video. Thank you all for subscribing, and that's it. See you soon. Keep on riding.